Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I did one of these. I haven't meant to wait that long, but life happens and I'm undisciplined. So there's that. So anyway, trying to get back to it because I enjoy doing it. And so thanks for coming back if you've been waiting. And hope you've been doing well. I can't believe the summer's almost over. Football season is starting again. And around our house, the search for Oak Island is going to be coming on again soon. So we always, are waiting for that. I don't know how many years we've been watching that, waiting for them to find stuff. But maybe one day they will. But anyway, it's been crazy for the last few months. Work's been busy, keeping me busy, and tired. So by the time I get home at night, there's not much left, brain-wise, by the time I get finished. So, but anyway, lately, I'm not sure what the difference is, but maybe I'm starting to get a little bit of energy back, and I'm enjoying that. And trying to do some more creative things. That always helps. For some reason, that's kind of energizing. Jeff has taken up turning pins, and he's really good at it. And that's kind of inspiring, too, to see him do some creative stuff. And it makes me want to kind of get back and do some stuff again. So I've got a few things going on. I'm working on a quilt that is English paper piecing, and it's you take little, in this case, little hexagon shapes of paper, and you baste pieces of material on them, and then you sew them together in a design. So I have 336 of these that I've done. It's brand new for me. I wasn't sure if I would like doing this or not, but it has been one of the best things. It's mindless and totally relaxing up to this point. And I've loved it. I've loved it. I was kind of sad when I did the last one. I finished the last one and put it down, and then just kind of went, oh, they're done. So now I get to design, put all of these in a design and then stitch them together. So that will take much longer, but it was a new thing, and I tried it and I've loved it. So if there's something new that you've been wanting to try, I encourage you to do it, because you never know, it might become one of your favorite things to do. So I'm enjoying that. And I went to Hobby Lobby this morning. It's Saturday, the 17th. Yes, the 17th of September. Jeff has gone with one of his friends from work to an Auburn Penn State game, of all things. So I had the day to myself. So I went to Hobby Lobby this morning, and I got one of those big project boards, so I can use that as a design board and put my design on it, because I don't have anything else big enough to do that. So I am going to work on that while I watch the Alabama game a little bit later today. And while I was there, I also found a fat quarter bundle of material, because apparently quilting is going to be a new thing for me right now. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this yet, but I liked it because it's patriotic, and I'm kind of drawn to that. So I will think of something and keep you posted on that. And another thing I found was a jigsaw puzzle. I love jigsaw puzzles. They are relaxing, and there's something about that little endorphin kick you get every time you get a piece to fit. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I'm just going to have, 12 things going at one time, which is fine. When I'll do a little bit on one and then move on to something else and do that. I like doing that. It keeps my brain busy, and also there is something about getting into your hands and out of your head. When you're stressed, when you feel like your brain is just can't go anymore, you can't make one more decision, you don't want to hear one more piece of news, nothing. Something about doing something with your hands just lets you get out of your head for a while, and that just helps all kind of things settle. It kind of gives you a break from 24-hour news. I have to be careful right now about the news because I'm a big fan of the royal family, and so I have been it made me very sad to hear that the Queen had died. She was just an amazing woman. I love the fact that her faith was such a strong part of her personal life. And I love thinking about the fact that one day we'll get to meet her in heaven. But it's made me kind of sad. So I have to be careful how much of that I watch, because I could just sit and watch all of this stuff on it. And then, 8 hours has gone by and I've done nothing but watch people grieve, which is a little much. So I have turned the TV off, and I will just, watch a little every once in a while. But so today I do have a lot of things that I just kind of want to get into and play with. And but first, I'm going to take a few hours before the game starts and get back into some writing and editing. NaNoWriMo month, which is November, that stands for National Novel Writing Month, is a month where writers are challenged to write 50,000 words of a story. Now that comes out to about 1,165 words a day, give or take. Some days that goes fast and it doesn't seem like a lot, and I can write more than that. And some days it seems like I'm trying to write a whole book in a day. But anyway, so I'm trying to get ready for that, and to do that I'm trying to get some other things out of the way. I have book 3 of my series that is long overdue, and so I'm going to finish. Got a few more little things to edit and polish up a little bit before I send it to an editor. I am also sad because the lady that I've worked with on my first 2 books, Sharon Hink, she's awesome. And she has prayed with me and worked with me and taught me and encouraged me all through my first 2 books. And I was hoping that she could do my 3rd one, but she's not editing anymore. So I'm going to have to find somebody else to do that. And at first I panicked a little bit. I thought, I don't want anybody else to do that. I'm very comfortable with her. And I feel like from the very beginning, from the first phone call we had together to talk about writing, I felt like God just sent her to me. And I still believe that. But I also am coming to learn as I get older that sometimes God gives us a comfortable place when we need to rest a little. And we just need to be able to take a breath and settle for a little bit. But he never leaves us in our comfort zone for very long, does he? So I'm having to kind of crawl out of that comfort zone. Actually, I've kind of been kicked out of it, but in a nice way, I guess. But so I'm looking for a new editor. But as I was thinking about it, I thought, okay, God's already got that person chosen for me. I just have to trust that He will bring us together. And I believe that He'll do that. And Sharon told me the same thing in an email as we were exchanging emails a little bit. She said, God has somebody for you, and I will be praying about that for you. And I think, in addition to God just not wanting to leave us in our comfort zone, because that's not really where we grow. It's where we rest, but it's not where we grow. I think He does things like this just as a gentle reminder sometimes that He's the one in charge. He's the one who's running things. And as much as we plan and as much as we do for ourselves, and I think we need to work hard at what we do and do our best, but we don't ever need to confuse ourselves with the ones who are in charge. Or the one who is in charge. So, I've just been thinking about that a lot. That whatever this writing journey is for me, whatever happens along the way or doesn't happen that I either want to happen or expect, God is directing it. And I may not see the whole picture. I don't see the whole picture. But like with anything else, I just have to trust that if I do my best and always work for Him and write for Him, that He will use it as He sees fit. And that's the whole point. And it may not look anything like what I want that journey to look like. But day by day, I just need to be faithful and let Him do what He will with it. So I'm going to try to do that. So if you guys are at that point in your life with anything else, I can understand. So just be encouraged, I think, that, God is in control. And if He has done something that's unexpected and makes you a little bit uncomfortable, that's not necessarily a bad place to be. Out of your comfort zone. That's where we trust Him the most, or we tend to, that's because we feel the need for Him more when we're in that spot. So, anyway, I hope that whatever place you find yourself, you are trusting Him and just looking for Him to lead you where you need to go, and He will do it. We've had, it's been fun. A couple of weeks ago, Jeff and I went with my sister and brother-in-law and my niece to Apalachicola for the day, for Jeff's birthday. And, that was fun. We had some good food, walked around, saw some stores. I found a cool little book. Do you guys remember, the little golden books? You may be too young to remember those, maybe. But I found this book. Everything I Need to Know I learned from a little golden book. And so I had to get it. And I even put my name in it. This book belongs to Sherry Stone. I love little things like this. And I wish I could read it to you, but... a bird just flew by or something. There goes Riley. But anyway, because of copyright, laws and stuff, I can't just read you the book. But I wanted to show you a couple of things. That I'm learning. Get dressed first thing. Sweatpants are bad for morale. put on something nice. You see that? Now, I am the sweatpants queen. If I don't have to get dressed for a day, I don't. And it feels good and it's comfortable. But I have noticed on days, even when I'm going to be home all day, if I get up and get dressed and like brush my teeth, brush my hair, I feel more productive. I feel ready for the day. And it just does something to you mentally, you know? So I try to do that a little more often, even on the weekend, on Saturdays when I'm home. And so anyway, there's a lot of little things in here, some cool things. But that was one that I read and I thought, yeah, I'm kind of figuring that out. I need to get up and get dressed like I'm ready to work, because if it's a writing day, I need to be ready to write. I need to be, I can be comfortable, but I need to be like in my head ready to do it. I'm ready to act like it's my job. So I love this little book, and I may share some more things with you from it as time goes on. So anyway, today I'm at my desk. I have my apple spice cider candle from Hobby Lobby burning, and it smells delicious. I have my chai tea in my Peeps cup from my beautiful niece, Hannah. And I love Peeps. I have the palate of a toddler. But anyway, and I have a little treat, a little biscotti treat to munch on. But my primary thing is I've got a few hours before I can stop. And I'm going to get to work doing some more writing and getting a couple of things out of the way. Here's my thing for my writing this year, the rest of the year. I want to get book 3 published soon. And I want to finish up book 1 in my next series, which is really fun. For NaNoWriMo, I'm going to write book 2, and I'll tell you some more about that later on. And so my intent is to publish book 1 maybe in the spring, and then book 2 maybe in the fall. And maybe, if I can be disciplined enough, I might be able to do a couple a year while I'm doing the series. So it's going to be a fun series. I'll tell you a little bit more about the people in it. But that's my day today. I have a good day by myself, and just to rest and do some fun, creative things and bounce around between projects and little fun things. So I'm looking forward to that and getting some things done and just resting from the week. So I hope as you're watching this that if you need some rest and a break, that you will find something to do. And I recommend something with your hands to just get out of your head, let yourself rest. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and we can look at it and we can say that's horrible, it's bad, people are nuts, people are crazy, our country's falling apart. I think that's where the devil wants us to look. If we can keep our focus on that stuff, we'll be discouraged, we'll be depressed, we'll be sad, we'll be hopeless. But if we can look, just like push that stuff out of the way for a little bit and realize that God is always, every day, every moment of every day, working his plan and pushing us toward where he wants us to be, and that's everybody. That's the world, that's our government. God's always in control. I don't think we could handle the big picture even if he would let us see it all. So I think it's one of his gifts that he doesn't let us see everything. but don't lose yourself in the news or the bad news or whatever. I think I don't want to be just overwhelmed by something that somebody has handpicked to tell me on the news. I want to look at my neighbors and the people around me and the people in my neighborhood and at work that are doing beautiful, wonderful things for other people, for their families, and they're going to games, and they're having meals together, and they're doing all those things that make families strong and make our communities strong. And they're serving God in all different kinds of ways. And those are the people that matter, that keep things going. Not all of the garbage that you hear. There's bad stuff going on out there. I'm not saying there's not, but I'm saying that the people who love God and love their families and are hardworking and just out there doing what they need to do, those are the people that are going to keep us going. And those kind of things matter every day. So let's focus on those things and share good stories when you can to social media. Let's just kind of flood everybody with positive stuff. We all need that. So go get you some tea or whatever you want to drink, and maybe a jigsaw puzzle and a little treat, and go do something fun today and enjoy yourself and be creative and be friendly and be kind and be grateful and live in the grace that God gives us every day, and you'll have a very good life, and you'll be ready to go back to work Monday with a good attitude. Thanks for watching, and have a good week. And I will do my best. It is on my list to see you again next week. So I don't intend to wait several months again between the next video. Thanks for hanging in there. Y'all take care.